Hi, this is the second part of the video I'm doing about books in my apartment. So let's get on with it. I have here some Adventures of Tintin books. You're probably familiar with these ones. These are comics by Herge. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. These are really classic stuff that you probably read growing up as well. I think these began as comic strips because they definitely look like comic strips from newspapers. The content is really funny. There's a lot of humor in it, and just like other comic strips, it follows like a story for each one. So each book is one adventure that he is experiencing, along with side characters and a dog. The dog is really drawn well. I have difficulty drawing animals personally, so when others can draw animals well, I really try to study it as well. Another comic that I have here from MIBF is Hawkeye. This is by, I think, Thompson. Yeah, by Thompson. This book is really thick and really small compared to other trade paperbacks. The story is actually the character Kate Bishop as Hawkeye is really, she's the girl, not the male Avengers Hawkeye. She's very funny, but the some parts of the story is actually really dark and a little sad as well. But I really love the artwork of this one, and it all ties nicely in the end, although it's kind of a cliffhanger still. Next are these books from Penguin, small Penguin collections of contemporary writers. This is like the second box set that I got. The first one is classic authors, but they are not so famous works. This is the same. I only have two in my apartment, but the whole collection I have at home. They are excerpts and short stories by really famous writers. I also have Age of Reason by Sartre. I started reading this like a year ago or 2 years ago, but I haven't finished until now. See, I'm like halfway already. I have some notes. This one, what can I say? I feel like it could be shorter, maybe. It just tackles the lives of, what's the name of the main character? Anyway, it's in Paris, as other prose by Sartre are. And what can I say? I haven't finished it as well. It feels almost like a telenovela in a way. The way the drama unfolds, and how each character is complex and going through something in their life, having to make difficult decisions. There's abortion, sexuality, and other issues being tackled. Sartre is okay, you know. He says a lot of good things, but at the same time, I feel like he bullshits a lot as well. I bought this from book sale. It's Descartes. My problem with this, the reason why I really haven't gone through it, is because the paragraphs are so long. And I don't feel like reading something that, has long paragraphs, because it gives me a headache when there's too much, when there's a huge wall of text, one after another. It makes my eyes really tired. But the cover's cute, and so is he. Look at him. I will read this someday. And then I have The Trial by Kafka. My literature prof in college suggested I read this, but I never had a hand on a copy until now. This from Big Bad Wolf. And what can I say? The cover is nice. And I think the premise is very, Kafkaesque as per usual. He's going through a trial. He's been arrested. But I think it wasn't clear throughout the book what the reason was for his arrest. What else do I have? I also have The Virgin Suicides, one of my most favorite books like ever. I really like how it's written and how like depressing and quietly, solemnly devastating it is. I just got this from Saatchi though. I used to read it just in an ebook form, and then Saatchi traded my zines for this one. It looks like a small Bible. I love it. This is a very pretty edition. I'm so happy I have it. And it's a really good book. I thought it was a detective novel the first time I heard of it and the first few lines of the book, but then it turned out something really unique. Jeffrey Eugenides is a really excellent writer. He's an acquired taste though, I think, but I still like him. And I think second to the last are these Kus Comics anthology comics that I have. I think I have 6 of these. Some are from Austere. We buy together and then he gets tired of it and gives me. So Kus Comics are anthology of alternative comics, of course, by different writers, usually from like Russia. There's some from China, Norway. It's so cool because you get to see a lot of unique stuff that I feel like you wouldn't have seen anywhere else. You know what I mean? Like, it's very different from the Western typical perception of what comics are, and each one is a different theme. This is urban jungle. This is art adventurous. This is my new favorite. It's mystery. Cause comics are really cool and they're really thick, so like there's a lot for me to digest. Anyway, bonus one is the zine by Eb. It's called Side Eye Disorder. It's comics, very alternative comics as well. Like, it looks so simple and there's not a lot of dialogue, but there's a lot from it you can get. Like, I read this multiple times now and I still haven't really immersed myself in it because it's open for interpretations and I love that. So I guess that's it for the books in my apartment. I'm just so glad I'm over this. I didn't know why I decided to do this in the first place, but now it's over. It's over now. Please don't laugh at my makeup though. I'm just experimenting a little bit. Thank you so much, and let's see if I do some more. Maybe I'll go to Big Bad Wolf on Feb 14 and show you what I get there. Maybe I'll do some books and comic reviews. Or maybe I could review some stuff I've written as well. We'll see. Thank you so much for watching.